of us, there are two natures. If this primitive duality of man, good and evil, could be housed in separate identities, life would be relieved of all that is unbearable. It is the curse of mankind that these polar twins should be constantly struggling.
In the autumn of 1888, my friend Henry Jekyll embarked in a series of scientific experiments that he hoped might alter our notions of good and evil. How could I have known that they would also transform his soul, and mine as well?
He's beyond reach, Henry.
Sir Danvers, he still has a soul, as pure and as good as yours or mine. But he's trapped in a dark and terrible world. Madness is the cruelest of all prisons. There must be a way to help him.
Death will help him, Henry.
My theories convince me that there is a better solution.
Your theories are more dangerous than he is. Your colleagues say that you are trespassing on hallowed ground when you experiment with the human mind.
My colleagues are cowards, afraid of what they don't understand. How can we call ourselves civilized if we are not prepared to help him? And every wretched soul like him.
I admire your tenacity, Henry, but I question your philosophy. You are a gifted man. Use your gifts wisely.
Lost in the darkness, silence surrounds you. Once there was morning, now endless night. If I could reach you, I'd guide you and teach you to walk from the darkness back into the light. Deep in your silence, please try to hear me. I'll keep you near me till night passes by. I will find the answer. I'll never desert you. I promise you this, till the day that I die. Good night, Father. I need to know the nature of the demons that possess man's soul. I need to know why man's content to let them make him less than whole. Why does he revel in murder and madness? What does it make him be less than he should? Why is he doomed not to reach his potential? His soul is black when he turns his back upon good. I need to find a way to get inside the tortured minds of man. I need to try to separate the good and evil if I can. Why does a wise man lose of his senses? Where is the fine line where sanity melts? When does intelligence give way to madness? A moment comes when a man becomes something else. I need to know why man plays this strange double game. His hand always caught in the flame. It's a deal with the devil he cannot disclaim. But what's his aim? I need to know. Dear God, guide me. Show me how to succeed with your wisdom inside me. Henry Jekyll will follow wherever you lead. I need to see the truth other men cannot see, to be things that others can't be. Give me courage to go where no angel will go, and I will go. There's a face and we wear in the cold light of day.
It's society's mask, it's society's way.
And the truth is, that it's all a facade. There's a face and we hide till the nighttime appears. And what's hiding inside, behind all of our fears, is our true self, locked inside the facade. Every day, people in their own sweet way like to write a close of face and be what they ain't. That's how their little game is played, living out a masquerade, getting rich and getting laid
while playing the same.
But there's one thing I know, and I know it for sure. This disease that we've got has got no ready cure. And I'm certain life is terribly hard when your life's a facade.
Look around you, I have found you cannot tell by looking at the surface what is lurking there beneath it. See that face, I'm prepared to bet you what you see's not what you get. Cause that's the master of deceit.
So what is the sinister secret? But what he will tell you is true. It's that each man you meet in the street isn't one man, but two.
Nearly everyone you see like him and her and you and me pretends to be a pillar of society, a model of propriety,
Sobriety and piety,
who shudders at the thought of propriety.
the ladies and gents here before you,
Which none of them ever admits.
they have saintly looks,
But they're sinners and crooks, hypocrites. There are preachers who kill.
there are killers who preach,
There are teachers who lie.
there are liars who teach.
Take your pick,
Dear, cause it's all a facade.
You must seem to be rich and have money to burn.
Even though it's a bitch spending more than you earn. That's the game here, and the name is facade. One or two
might have found a well-to-do. Ha! But I bet your precious few have paid for them.
I'm inclined to think half mankind thinks the other half is blind. Wouldn't be surprised to find after all the conquerors, at the end of the day, they don't mean what they say. They don't say what they mean. They don't ever complain.
And the answer is it's all a
It's all a facade. Man is not one but two. He is evil and good, and he walks a fine line. We'd oppose if we could.
It's a nightmare we can never destroy.
Behind the facade.
What's behind the facade?
Look behind the facade.
The Board of Governors of St. Jude's Hospital is now met. Sir Danvers Carew, KBE, Chairman. The Right Honorable Sir Archibald Proops, QC. General Lord Glossop. Lord Savage. Lady Beaconsfield. His Grace, the Bishop of Basingstoke. The order of business will be conducted by the Secretary to the Board of Governors, Mr. Simon Stride.
Let's get on with it.
Proposal 929, as presented by Dr. Henry Jekyll. Here! The chairman will now address the board.
My friends, as governors of St. Jude's Hospital, we are all well aware of the highly controversial nature of Dr. Jekyll's research. But our high regard for his work and reputation demand that he be given a proper hearing. And to that we now happily accord him.
I won't happily accord that madman anything.
Bessie!
Distinguished governors, I have glimpsed the future, seen miracles that stun the mind, marvels only science can find to shape tomorrow for mankind, and I can show them to you, if you wish me to. Friend, you are aware there are two sides to each of us, good and evil, compassion and hate. If we could extract all the evil from each of us, think of a world that we could create. A world without anger or violence or strife, where man wouldn't kill anymore. A world of compassion where passion for life would banish the madness of war. I'm close to finding the key to duality, chemical formulae which could and would alter the patterns of man's personality, guiding him either to evil or good. Where the potential of great possibilities, colleagues, dear friends, understand. We have a chance to make history here in our hand.
Dr. Jekyll, may we dispense with the niceties and proceed to the matter at hand?
Of course, Mr. Stride. Forgive my good manners. Each of us is the embodiment of two distinct and opposing forces, good and evil, each fighting for supremacy inside us. If we could separate these two forces, we could control and ultimately eliminate all evil from mankind. My experiments have shown me that the day is not far off when this separation will be possible. To achieve it, I must be allowed to try my formula on a living human being.
And what if you're right, Jekyll, and you do separate good from evil? Then what happens to the evil?
There are doom-broken souls in 1,000 asylums, left there to rot for the lack of a plan. In the name of compassion and medical science, I could save many lives if you give me one man.
I tell you now, the church will never sanction it.
Sacrilege, lunacy, blasphemy, heresy.
Whether you're treading on dangerous ground, in legal terms I'd say extremely unsound. The whole thing's unchristian, barbaric, and odd. You're playing with fire when you start to play God.
The bishop speaks for all of us when he says you're playing God. There's such a thing as ethics, over which you run roughshod. You're a doctor, not a sailor, Dr. Jekyll, bastard! But I judge from your behavior, you can't tell the two apart.
Dear Mr. Stride, I am simply a scientist. I have a code to which I remain true. I don't presume to the stature of moralists. I leave pretensions like that, sir, to you.
Henry, I've always encouraged your enterprise, and I've been hopeful that you would succeed. But in the face of these powerful arguments, I see no choice but for you to concede.
I know my fate is yours to choose, but if they win, the world will lose when I am on the threshold of success. I beg you, governors, you must say yes.
Dr. Jekyll, enough of your ranting, sir. This is a hospital here to save lives.
Do you think we would let you play havoc with all the high principles for which we strive? Do you expect us to compromise all that instead for indulging your dangerous game? How many rules shall we break for your dubious aims?
Can't you see that I'm not playing games? Just give me the opportunity.
Things to this off.
Open up your eyes and
never needed further justifications for my experiments, gentlemen. You have just provided it. Just look at what just happened here. Mix anger with a touch of fear. Our danger's all too crystal clear. Just look at you. Our darker sides keep breaking through. Observe it now in man and you. The evil that all men can do must be controlled. I beg of you, I'll show you all it can be done. Here's a chance to take charge of our fate. Deep down you must know that tomorrow's too late. One rule of life we cannot rearrange. The only thing constant is change. The only thing constant is change.
Distinguished governors, your verdict, please. All those in favor say aye. All those opposed, nay. Nay, 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 nay. Positively, absolutely, nay. Sir Danvers.
Abstain.
By 5 votes to none, with 1 abstention. Proposal 929 is rejected. Thank you for your time, Dr. Jekyll.
So, who's taking me to lunch? Oh, good God. Bessie.
I've heard enough incoherent babble for one day, Teddy, without listening to you.
I am truly sorry, Henry. I did try to warn you.
They think you're quite mad.
They're hypocrites, John. Every last one of them.
Yes, but they are powerful hypocrites. You should exercise greater caution.
I can't afford caution. But how can I continue on when they can block each step I take?
Henry, you have come this far. Remember what you have in stake.
John, I know I'm right. I must let my vision guide me. I'm so weary of the fight. There's so little left inside me.
If you know that you are right, then you've got to see it through. You've got to see it through.
7 years ago, I started out on this alone. Now it's alone, I'll see it through to its conclusion. Who are they to judge what I am doing? They know nothing of the endless possibilities I seek. It's ludicrous, I'm bound by their decision.
Seems vision is a word they've never heard.
If it mattered less, I treat them with derision. It's absurd.
And yet the fact remains. Those bastards hold the reins.
If you live around here, you need cash in the bank. Cause the houses round here are all flashy and swank. And the front bit is what's called a facade.
If you live around here, you need lots of panache. If you live in town, dear, then you must cut a dash. 'Cause it's hard, dear, to create a facade. Dr. Jekyll's sorry for his own engagement party. His big troubles to Sir Danvers brought
flogging.
He's lucky he lives in modern times. Today's penalties for heresy are not what they should be.
We're lucky to have you to represent modern times, Your Grace.
Anyway, I really don't get this whole helping the poor thing that Jekyll does. I've lived in St. James all my life, damned if I've ever seen any poor people.
I think he's mad, if you must know. Danvers, we were just discussing your future son-in-law, and I think your man shall allow him to marry your daughter.
That is not Father's decision, Lady Beaconsfield. It's mine.
Don't worry, Bessie. Whatever your views on him as a scientist, Emma assures me that Henry Jekyll is impeccable husband material.
It's less than impeccable to be late to one's own engagement party. Shows a remarkable lack of style.
Comments on style, madame, should never be made by those who have none.
Oh, good. Now Henry Jekyll and I can drown our respective sorrows in Sir Danvers' drink.
My dear Simon, you're so gracious to wish Emma and Henry so well.
Dear Sir Danvers, as you know, sir, I wish Emma the sun and the moon, but I have to confess that I wish Henry Jekyll in hell. Emma Carew, can this be you? What kind of man is this you've taken? Can you not see the kind of life this would be? You are mistaken. Time to awaken before it's too late. Before you forever determine your fate.
But Simon, you knew I had to be free, and what I choose to do is decided by me. From the day my mother died, my father, full of good intentions, treated me as though I were a young child. Maybe his idea was just to wait until I grew up and then look at me and hope that I'd be her. It's easy to accept that from a father. You'd rather things remain the way they were. But when it comes to marriage, I must pick whom I prefer. I am not the weak young thing you're seeking, Simon. Someone 17, obedient and sweet. I am not the protege to waste your time on. I'm complete. In Henry's eyes, I see what I am meant to be.
Emma, listen to
Simon,
me!
enough!
Henry Jekyll, you're the devil. You have robbed us of
Will not leave me.
Emma, please, I beg you, heed me.
Just don't leave me on my own.
The only thing I fear is the unknown.
When this all began, we knew there'd be a price to pay. Too late now to turn away. We have come too far. I know we'll find a
Sometimes I see past the horizon, sure of my way, where I am going, but where's the prize I have my eyes on? Where there is just no knowing, and when despair tears me in two, who can I turn to but you? You know who I as I am.
Look in my eyes, who do you see there? Someone you know, or just a stranger? If you are wise, you will see me there. Love is the only danger. Love meaning me, love meaning you. We'll make that one dream come true. You know who I am. Take me as I am.
The fates won't always do what we desire. Still we can set the world on fire. Give me your hand, give me your heart. Swear to me we'll never part. You know who I am. This is who I am. Take me